Elon Musk says the Tesla Model 3 will bring electric cars to the masses, but the reality is they're already here, and the Nissan Leaf is one of most popular EVs around. I drove a Leaf in the UK almost a year ago now, and I found it to be far better than I expected. Now, Nissan is ready to unveil a new, even more developed Leaf for 2018. The 2018 Nissan Leaf is set to be unveiled in full on September 6, but Nissan has already released teasers of its all-new electric car. The only still image of the car so far shows a dramatically redesigned rear light cluster, but it looks significantly sharper than the old one. That means we should expect a far more aggressive Leaf this time round, a nice change from the bulbous, bug-eyed EV we're used to. Interestingly though, Nissan has begun to advertise the new Leaf in Japan, and the adverts there are much more informative. In the video below you can see a relatively advanced infotainment system, and a hint of the car's new autonomous ProPilot parking. Nissan has also released information about the Leaf's new e-pedal, a driving mode that essentially allows for one-foot operation. According to a press release, the e-pedal will significantly slow down the car when the driver isn't on the accelerator. Electric cars do that already, but the e-pedal mode is also able to bring the car to a stop, and even hold the car on the hill. It's best to think of it as a more advanced B mode, which doubles up as an automatic handbrake. Nissan says drivers will be able to toggle the system on or off, and that brakes will still be needed when a sudden stop is necessary, but the idea is good, regardless. Apart from that, we know little else about the new 2018 Leaf. We expect Nissan to reveal far more next month, and we'll update this page when we know more.
Following in the recent steps of Volkswagen, Toyota, Hyundai and others, Nissan has announced that it is joining the effort to put the UK's drivers into less polluting cars through the incentives, which the brand focuses on used Nissan Leafs. It's offering up to £2,000 off approved used 24 kWh examples of the electric Super Mini, plus trade-in value of traded-in cars. This equates to a PCP deal of £100 per month. Customers can get up to £3,600 off the new Micra and £4,500 off the Juke and previous generation Cash Car, although a lesser saving of £3,500 is offered on the new Cash Car. The biggest discount is the £5,000 offered for the current generation X-Trail, while the new car has a smaller discount of £4,000, as the brand attempts to shift the remaining examples of its current generation SUV. Nissan's scheme runs for the month of September only, and is offered to owners of pre-Euro 5 classification cars, registered before 2010. Nissan is the only car maker to be offering the scheme on used cars. The other manufacturers' schemes extend only to brand new ones. A Nissan spokesman clarified that the brand will not be scrapping traded-in cars. Alex Smith, boss of Nissan UK, said, "Since 2010, Nissan has pioneered and led the charge for widespread electric vehicle adoption. As we ready to unveil the all-new Nissan Leaf, we're launching a new campaign to encourage drivers of older vehicles to make the switch to cleaner electric power."
Nissan Motor Company Limited will launch its redesigned Leaf next week, with all eyes on how the all-electric vehicle's battery range will stack up against its Tesla Incorporated and General Motors Company competitors. The Leaf is the reigning EV champion in sales. Nissan 7201 Plus 0.14% says it sold more than 280,000 Leafs worldwide, from the car's debut in December 2010 to last month. It remains to be seen whether the battery range will go up, or whether Nissan will offer options in battery size at different price points, offering a larger range on costlier trims. The 2017 model, which starts around $31,000, offers a range of 107 miles. If the range goes up and the price remains the same, the new Nissan Leaf will continue to offer one of the least expensive and practical ways to own a pure electric car, said Ed Helwig, a senior editor with Edmunds. The car probably won't offer as much range as the Chevy Bolt, but if the Leaf delivers even a modest bump over its current range, it will be enough to get the attention of most mainstream EV shoppers, he said. The original Leaf was easily recognizable, but not very attractive. This time around Nissan is promising a more conventional design that should make the Leaf more appealing to a wider range of buyers, Helwig said. Nissan on Thursday declined to offer details on the new 2018 Leaf ahead of the unveiling, set for Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific. The Leaf's current battery range compares with at least 220 miles for the Model 3, which GSLA, plus 0.77% launched in late July, and 238 miles for GM's GM, plus 2.01% Chevy Bolt. The Model 3 starts at $35,000, while the Bolt starts at $38,000. The battery range on the new Leaf will likely be around 150 miles, said Carl Brower with Cali Blue Book. That would give the Tesla Model 3 the battery range advantage as well as a brand and style advantage over the Leaf, he said. The Nissan EV could have an upper hand on base price over both the Bolt and the Model 3, and the high availability advantage over the Model 3, Brower said. The Bolt is widely available. For the Model 3, customers putting down a $1,000 reservation on the car can expect to receive it in 12 to 18 months, according to Tesla's website. The Model 3 is the linchpin of Tesla's expansion plans, which include launching new passenger and commercial vehicles and arriving at a production rate of 500,000 by the end of next year. At a conference call earlier in August after company results, Tesla chief executive Elon Musk told analysts there should be zero concerns about achieving their production goal. Tesla sold its first ever pure bonds in August to secure a smooth financial ride for the Model 3 production ramp. GM's Bolt, launched in December 2016, recently set the mark for an all-electric vehicle range in a Consumer Reports testing, reaching 250 miles on a single charge, the magazine said earlier this month. Overall, the Bolt is Consumer Reports' number 2 recommendation for electric vehicles, behind the much pricier Model S, Tesla's luxury sedan. The GM car got dented for an overly squishy brake pedal feel, long charging time, choppy ride, and uncomfortable seats, the magazine said. Tesla dominates the EV market, with its 2 pricey vehicles, the Model S and the Model X luxury SUV, making up nearly half of the market this year, according to Edmunds. Only a handful of Model 3 sedans were sold since the late July launching. The Bolt supplanted the Leaf as the third best-selling EV this year, as consumers shied away from the car ahead of the redesign. U.S. sales of the Leaf have reached 112,128 for the year.
The Subaru Impreza has been offered in many guises since launching in the 1990s, including a 4- and 5-door sedan, coupe, hatchback and even a wagon. To date, Subaru has never offered a convertible version as part of the official Impreza lineup, and neither does it plan to as far as we're aware. So you can imagine our confusion when this convertible 2011 Subaru Impreza WRX was spotted for sale at a dealership in Manchester, North Hampshire. For once, this isn't a render mock-up by an ambitious artist, this is the real deal. Ironically, the listing fails to mention the car's rather unique attribute: experience driving perfection in the 2011 Subaru Impreza WRX. It reads, with less than 10,000 miles on the odometer, this 4-door sedan prioritizes comfort, safety and convenience, it continues. Subaru made sure to keep road handling and sportiness at the top of its priority list. You would think they were advertising a perfectly stock, unaltered Impreza WRX. A close-up shot of the wheels also reveals that the car for sale is a souped-up STI model, rather than a standard WRX. According to a builder's plaque on the car, the conversion was carried out by Newport Specialty Cars in Placentia, California, back in January 2011. They've done a commendable job at making the Impreza Cabrio seem authentic, retaining the original B-pillars with an additional connecting brace for extra rigidity, while the added soft top blends with the Impreza shape surprisingly well. It's also only clocked up 9,042 miles on the odometer. If, for some reason, you've always dreamt of owning a convertible Impreza WRX STI, the Manchester Subaru dealer is asking for $26,967, which isn't outrageous considering there are no other rally-inspired convertibles on the market.